Good morning, my dear students. In our last class, we have learned and understood the story of Goldie Fish. Today, we will learn how to write a summary of the story. Before we will write the summary, we will first try to understand what is summary. It is a brief description of something. It could be a summary of a story or a book. Since we need a summary of a story, we will focus on it. There are 6 main points which you need in a good summary. The first point is optional. Remaining points are compulsory. First point, title, author and illustrator. Let us take example from Goldie Fish story. In that story, the title is Goldie Fish. Author and illustrator is Chopin Bhatia. Moving to the second point about character means someone in the story. In the story of Goldie Fish, there are many characters, but the main character is Goldie Fish. Remaining are her friends and the huge whale. Third point, setting, means time and place in the story. Let me give you one question to show the time of the story. When did Goldie and her friends see the huge whale? Yes. Here, this question helps you to show the timing when they saw the huge whale. So can you tell me when did they see the huge whale? Yes, when they were playing in the ocean, they saw a huge whale. So over here you can also take example of a place. Where did it happen? Yes, in the ocean. This is just a one part of time and place. As an example, you can take any part as example to show the setting. Moving to the next point about beginning, which means the first part of the story. The author Chopin Bhatia introduced or began the story by telling about the main character Goldie Fish. He told us the name of that fish, how does she look like, where does she live, with whom she live in the ocean. So all these things were mentioned in the story, which is the beginning part of the story, and you can find it on the first page of the story. Moving to the next point in the middle, which means the mid part of the story. So in this part, it will be much longer than remaining points or part of the story. So here you will tell the story, what happened after the author introduced the Goldie Fish. So you can write like this. When Goldie and her friends were playing in the ocean, suddenly they saw a huge whale. On seeing it, all the fishes were frightened except of Goldie. She gathered an idea and called her friends, and together they made a shape of a dangerous shark. On seeing it, the whale simply turned away. So this is the middle part of the story. Last but not the least, about end, which means the last part of the story. So what happened in the final part of this story, after they succeeded in moving that huge whale from their area. So they all had a party, isn't it? They all rejoiced. And once again, they believed in united we stand, divided we fall. I have given an example of the story by taking all these important points. Let me just read it out for you. The title of this story is Goldie Fish. It was written and illustrated by Chopin Bhatia. It is a short story about a tiny fish named Goldie who lived in the ocean with her friends. One day when they were playing, they saw a huge whale. Everyone was afraid, except of Goldie. She showed her courage and called all her friends. Then together they made themselves a shape of a shark. Seeing it, the whale turned away. Finally, they rejoiced by once again believing in united we stand, divided we fall. So that's it for today. I hope you all understood and learned something new from this lesson. Thank you.